And good afternoon, YouTube. What's going on? Um, this is kind of great to do. Last night, a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games on the docket. Um, you never know what can happen, especially in the final full month of the regular season, folks. This is getting crazy. So let's get right into it. Starting off with Edmonton Oilers at the Columbus Blue Jackets. Entering the matchup, Columbus was 27-30. Not Columbus. Edmonton was 27-30 and 7 with 61 points. So you guys don't think I'm lying to you. Okay. See. 27-30 and 7 with 61 points. Columbus was 36-24 and 3 with 75 points. When it's all said and done, I did say Edmonton will win, and they did. Final score 4-0. Shots on goal, Edmonton was 24. Columbus was 30. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play. And this gave Edmonton their 20th win of the season and their 63rd point. For Columbus, their 25th loss. Next, Chicago at LA. Entering the matchup, Chicago was 27-28 and 9 with 63 points. LA was 23-33 and 8 with 54 points. I said LA will win despite that they are technically out of the playoff race. They did win. Final 6-3. They creamed Chicago. Shots on goal, 25 for LA, 32 for Chicago. And power plays 2 for 2 for LA, 0 for 2 for Chicago. This gave LA their 56th point of the season, and for Chicago their 29th loss of the year. Next, Boston at home against the New Jersey Devils. Entering the matchup, New Jersey was 25-32 and 8 with 58 points. And Boston was 38-17, 9 with 85 points. And I did say Boston will win. I think Boston will win. They did win 1-0. A shutout. One goal was scored in the first period. Shots on goal, 30 for Boston and 20 for New Jersey. Power plays 1 for 1 for Boston, the only goal, and 0 for 2 for New Jersey. This gives Boston their 39th win of the year and their 87th point. Keep them alive in the playoff race. Next, Buffalo at Toronto. Entering the matchup, Buffalo was 30-26 and 8 with 68 points. Toronto 39-21 and 4 with 82 points. I said Toronto will win, and they got it. They won. They smoked Buffalo 5-2. Shots on goal, 32 for Toronto, 37 for Buffalo. Both teams 0 for 2 on the power play. This gives Toronto their 40th win of the season and their 84th point. Another 6 points, they clinched that playoff berth. This one I was a little shocked on. Pittsburgh and Montreal. Entering the matchup, Pittsburgh was 33-22 and 9 with 75 points. 75 points. Montreal 35-23 and 7 with 77 points. When it's all said and done, I said Montreal will beat Pittsburgh. I was wrong. Pittsburgh wins 5-1. They basically smeared Montreal. Power plays 25 for Pittsburgh, 37 for Montreal. Power plays 1 for 3 for Pittsburgh, 0 for 3 for Montreal. This gives Pittsburgh their 34th win of the year and their 77th point. They're basically tied with Montreal And when I show you the playoff standings, you'll see what happened. And also when I go to the standings, some changes. I'll tell you when we get there. Next, Ottawa at Tampa Bay entering the matchup. Ottawa was 22, 37, and 5 with 49 points. Tampa Bay 49, 12, and 4 with 102 points. And I said Tampa will smoke them. I think Tampa will win. Tampa won with the final score of 5-1. Shots on goal. Tampa 34, Ottawa 37, and both teams 0-3 on the power play. This gives Tampa their 50th win of the season and their 100th point overall in the win column with their 4 OTLs. 104 points, folks. 104. Okay, 104 points. They pretty much got the President's Trophy. They got home ice advantage. They got the Atlantic Division. So you can pretty much scratch them in A1 on your playoff brackets. You can. It's just a matter of time for the NHL to do it. Give them everything. Next was Carolina at Florida. Entering the matchup, Carolina was 35, 23, and 6 with 76 points. Florida 28, 25, and 10 with 66 points. All said and done, I did say Carolina will win. What they did, they went into overtime of the final score 4-3. Shots on goal, 34 for Florida, 26 for Carolina. Florida did not go into the penalty box. They stayed out. And Florida went 0-2 on the power play. Florida did pick up a point, their 67th point of the year. For Carolina, their 78th point of the year. Anything can still happen, folks. Next, Detroit at Arizona. Entering the match, Detroit was 23, 32, and 9 with 55 points. Arizona 32, 28, and 5 with 67 points. And I say Arizona will win. And Arizona did win by a score of 3-1. Shots on goal, Arizona 44. Detroit 23 power plays. Detroit was 1 for 1. And Arizona 0 for 3. The win gives Arizona their 32nd win and their 69th point, keeping them in the playoff hunt. Next, my Blues, folks. Now, as you see, I'm wearing my Winter Classic shirt that I got. And this was not a bad shirt to get, really, when I got it. This was at my local Walmart. Yeah, a cheapy shirt. I like that logo with the arch, the W getting sent into the arch. I can't wait until we host the same series here. I would love to see that here. This is a great shirt. I love this shirt. I wear it a lot. I wear it at times. And if I'm working, like if I'm at McDonald's or so, if I was working at McDonald's, I wear this under my work shirt. It's a good shirt to wear. Sometimes I even wear this under a jersey. Okay, Dallas and my Blues entering the matchup. Dallas was 32, 27, 5 with 69 points. And St. Louis 34, 24, and 6 with 74 points. I thought St. Louis would win, but somehow this team is now collapsing. Dallas beats St. Louis 4-1. Shots on goal, 21 for Dallas, 30 for St. Louis. Dallas was 1 for 1 on the power play. St. Louis 0 for 3. This gives Dallas their 33rd win of the year and their 31st point. And finally, the nightcap. Minnesota at Calgary. Entering the matchup, Minnesota was 31, 27, and 6 with 68 points. Calgary 41, 16, and 7 with 89 points. And I thought Calgary will win. But all said and done, Calgary loses 4-2. Shots on goal, Minnesota 23, Calgary 37. On power play, 0 for 2 for Minnesota, 0 for 3 for Calgary. Calgary loses and they don't gain no ground, or they stay where they're at. But for Minnesota, this is their 32nd win and their 70th point. With that being said, now we have a few games going on now, and I'm not going to tell you no scores or anything. I will tell you that later. Maybe I'll most likely tomorrow. Now the standings. Edmonton and Vancouver switch places. Edmonton's now in 5th, with Vancouver now in 6th place, and it's because of a win. Okay, 63 points for both teams, but with Edmonton winning, that is why. In the Central, no change except for the points. Minnesota is now 10 points back from a playoff from the division. Chicago falling further back. We'll wait and see. In the Metropolitan Division, thanks to Pittsburgh's win, Pittsburgh moves up. They jump Columbus. Columbus and Pittsburgh jump places. Pittsburgh has 77 points. Columbus has 75. And so they switch places. Carolina, they are still in the playoff hunt. They're in 3rd place in the division despite with their win. And that is it. All teams in the Atlantic are playing, and no change in the standings in the Atlantic. Just check yourselves in, folks. Forgot to change Florida's record. Really no change in the Atlantic besides the point for Florida. So a few changes to the standings. And in the playoff race, it has changed. Carolina now owns the 3rd seed in the Metropolitan Division, which means is now they'll take on Washington in the first round, with Dallas and Minnesota switching places. So that's in the West, by the way. And Pittsburgh and Montreal switch places in the East for the wild card. So this is going to be an interesting playoff race. So you never know what can happen, folks. This could change every day, and it will change every day. You just never know. Okay, so with that being said, let's now get into today's matchups. Once again, there is one final. I'm not going to give you the score. I'll tell you who I think will win. And that's it. And then when we do the next report, I'll tell you the score then. So without further ado, Washington at the Rangers once again. And actually, they play a lot. Entering the matchup, Washington is 37-21-7 with 81 points. And the Rangers are 27-27-10 with 64 points. That's the end of the word. So that I think Washington will win. This game's going on now. Philadelphia at the Islanders. Entering the matchup. Philadelphia is 31-26-8 with 70 points. The Islanders 37-27 with 81 points. I think the Islanders will win. By the way, this one's being played at Nassau Coliseum. I want you to know that. Nassau Coliseum. And I got some dry skin right here in my mustache. And I got this skin there. I can fix that. Colorado at Anaheim. No, sorry. I think, by the way, the Islanders will win. Next is Vancouver at the Golden Knights. This is a 4 p.m. Eastern game. Going on now, basically. Entering the matchup, 27-29-9 with 63 points for Vancouver. Vegas is 35-26-5 with 75 points. I think Vegas will win. Also, at the same time, Colorado's at Anaheim. Colorado entering the matchup is 28-25-12 with 68 points. Anaheim 24-32-9 with 59 points. I think Colorado will win. Now, despite I don't really like the Avalanche because of their owner, I think they will beat Anaheim. Next, Ottawa at Florida. Another team playing back to back. Ottawa 22-38-5 with 49 points. Entering the matchup, Florida's 28-25-11 with 67 points. I think Florida will win. And by the way, that game's at 5 o'clock Eastern. At 7 o'clock Eastern, Winnipeg at Columbus. Entering the matchup, 38-22-4 with 80 points for Winnipeg. Columbus is 36-25-3 with 75 points. In this particular matchup, I am going with Winnipeg on this one. See my dot. Oh, I want you to see that. See that dot? That dot represents who I'm going with. Don't want you to see that either. Alright, how about this? I'll let you see that, okay? But I'm not telling you the score. If you've seen the score, sorry, but I'm not letting you see the score. Or anyone else see the score. Of the Washington and Rangers game. Next, Nashville and Minnesota. Entering this matchup, Nashville is 37-25-5 with 79 points. Minnesota's 32-27-6 with 70 points. And I am going to go with Nashville on this one. I just have a feeling Nashville will win. And by the way, that's a 7:30 Eastern game. And the nightcap at 10 Eastern. Chicago at San Jose. Chicago entering the matchup 27-29-9 with 63 points. San Jose 38-19-8 with 84 points. And I think San Jose will win this game. So with that being said, that is it for this NHL report. We really didn't get that bad of a snow here, by the way. It turned out to be, well, we did get some decent snow, but it turned out to be like a dud. Really no big hype. And everything's fine here. And that's really about it, folks. I hope to see you guys around. Remember, check out the NHL Report every day here on YouTube when a new video gets posted. And also remember, if you want more in-depth detail, go to the Hockey Guy. That's right, the Hockey Guy. He knows more and does a lot more of hockey than I can. So check him out. And by the way, tomorrow I will do this live on YouTube. Literally live on YouTube. I will give you my NHL picks. Who I think will win it all. As we see things and stuff. Who I think will get everything and where everything stands. Who I think will get a playoff berth. Who's out and stuff. And who I personally think will win the Stanley Cup this year. That will be tomorrow since there's only 2 games. So it'll be a light day. I'll do it pretty much during my NHL report. So check it out. I might even do it live on YouTube. I'll let you guys know. Actually, I'll probably surprise you. So until then, I am Dirk, your NHL. This has been your NHL report, and I'll see you guys around. Till then, peace out.